Nicole, you look depressed.
I'm tired. Like the reason why, because I have a really bad headache. I'm being honest with you.
Oh my god. We could have rescheduled.
Nah, I wanted to get it over with this week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows that you don't want to be here. So that's
No,
awesome.
I do. That's why I feel bad. That's why
For
I
the
didn't want to
audience.
cancel. So that's okay. It's all right, guys. I'm still here. I made it.
For the content.
For the
For
content.
the content. Oh, we talk about depressed. Bree, you're always depressed. So
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We're off to a great start. Welcome to another episode of Sipit or Zipit, besties. Yep, the episode, the podcast, where we talk about whatever while sipping our individual drinks. Well, Mauricio is back from a trip, and it's the first time in like 2 or 3 weeks that we have had him on. Like, we haven't had him on the. I can't even speak. I'm starting it over. The podcast where we all sip our individual drinks. I just poked my straw into my neck. Don't worry about it. And we talk about whatever. Mauricio has not been here for a few weeks. It's nice to have him back. I think he should start by telling us what he's drinking tonight, and we'll just go around the room.
I was going to bring like an alcoholic beverage, but again, I've been the boring friend of the group and still drinking water. So
Hydrating is important. Bree, what are you
Who's
drinking?
going next? Me? You want me to
I'm
go next?
volunteering you.
Okay. I'm drinking a drink that I made. It's pink. You can't really tell on the camera because it's really orange for some reason. I made it today because my sister and I decided that today we were going to make a drink out of our Star Wars cookbook. So I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. Shut up, Mauricio. I don't remember what it's called, but it's some fancy name. It has like grenadine and ginger ale and orange juice and pineapple juice and coconut cream. So it's good. It's like
it's
a
a long name
poor
for it,
man's
right?
pina colada.
oh, okay.
you feel like pina colada.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
getting
dun,
caught in the rain.
We just got copyrighted.
Okay, that's
That's
right. I'm drinking a rum and coke. Very
Hey,
simple today.
Hey, rum and coke.
Because I just kind of wanted to like mix it up today. So
You're not far off, Josh. I'm drinking also a Coke, but with no rum. Because what is it? I'm not an alcoholic, so
okay, first of all, I'm not. No,
I know.
Let's clarify.
Let's clear that up. Yes,
I only have the occasional drink, but tonight was a rum and coke night. So, but yeah, delish. There's a lot to talk about today. A lot has happened between the last episode and this episode. Mauricio has returned home from war.
he's returned
went
from
out
the
of my comfort
motherland.
zone. Yes, exactly. I've been out of my comfort zone, driving places, experiencing things. So like, where do we even begin? Like, where do we begin with what's been going on? Mauricio, I feel like you should start because you have the most. Like, you've been gone. What have you been up to in Mexico? Like,
Well-
what's been up?
Well, if you haven't noticed, your boy got a tan, an unnecessary tan.
I can't really tell, but it's the camera.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
It's dark. I'm dark. I
And
think
for the audio listeners, what is it? Mauricio's burnt to a crisp, and he's rocking a fantastic cowboy hat right now.
Yeah. Think
He's
of
really
a
pulling it off.
Thank you. Think of a burnt toast with a sombrero on. That's how I look right now.
That's Javier Escuella. That's what it is.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gone for like 12, 13 days. I was back to the motherland. I would say though, I think Bree should be canceled because when I say that I have a story to tell, she literally texted first thing that come to mind, did I get deported or that I was allowed in the country? So very racist.
Oh,
I forgot.
I
Very
forgot about
racist.
this.
For Bree.
It's a joke. No one else responded. I was like, I gotta put a joke in here because
First thing.
this group chat is dry.
First thing. But
Like
Bree
my
makes the
men.
group chat wet.
she does.
Take that as you will.
But
I did think that was hilarious, but I was like, first of all, he's coming. Well, I guess you're right. He was coming from Mexico back here, right?
Because he was flying back that day, and he was like, "Guys,
Yeah.
you'll never believe the story I have to tell you." What do you think?
That's right. I'm literally crying.
Well-
That's hilarious.
the story to mention, it actually happened after. Literally, I touched floor in the U.S. and everything just went south. But it was past the TSA, past the immigration, so that was good. It was what happened afterwards that would really sucked. But the good part of it is that I went to Mexico. Of course, for the audio listeners, I'm wearing a Mexico shirt. It was vintage. What sucked is that I was planning to go to the pyramids, and this shirt has the pyramids on it, and I never did go. So that was
Oh,
unfortunate. But
effing shut, boys.
right, F and chat. But I did get to see my family members, my extended family members, who I haven't seen since 2019. So it's been like 4 years since I haven't seen them, and it was probably the best family vacation I had ever. Got to see my grandma, who sadly she's not doing so well, but she's on this earth, she's above ground. So I mean, it's nice to see her. Um, what else? I get to saw like the rest of my family members, of course, and I knew that they was kind of sad that they couldn't take me to the pyramids, like I mentioned, because there was so much going on. There's so much to do in Mexico in 2 weeks. It's not even enough to do. But they took me to like a very cultural city called San Miguel Allende, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where we're from. And if you ever look up San Miguel Allende on Google, it's such a beautiful place. It's from what I was seeing, like what was advertised on the place, it's called the Heart of Mexico, and I really believe it is. Now, granted, I have not seen all of Mexico to say otherwise, but it's really such a beautiful town. Just think of Coco, the saying of Coco. I feel like they got most of the inspirations off of that place. There's cobblestone roads, there's colorful buildings. The architecture is just amazing. I got so many pictures of it. Just a lot to take in, breathtaking. And then I went to the
You
beach.
should have taken me. I want to go.
What's crazy is that like that place in particular has a lot of like, it's very diverse. It's not just Mexican people in there. It's also, I've seen Asian people, I've seen white people as well. A lot of people tend to retire there, and I'm like, that's kind of interesting. And I actually bumped into an old couple who've been retiring there for like 30 years. And they were telling me like why they picked the place, just the influx, like just the mixture between the Mexican and French, fusion of the whole area. It's such a beautiful place, and I wouldn't mind myself retiring there one day. So, but yeah, highly recommend going to there. It's just there's so much to do. And yeah, I went to the beach. First time ever. First time ever to the beach for 28 years of my life on this earth. I have never been to the beach. I've passed by the beach. I've not. My feet has not touched sand.
Did your
Ever.
toes curl when you were in the sand?
Hell yeah.
Did your calves hurt? Because
gra-
I'll tell you what, when you walk on sand, you start using some muscles you never used before.
My legs were aching. I was able to grab some sand with my toes when I touched it.
That's good, because they're little claws. That's what they're meant to do. Like, why would your foot curl like that if it wasn't meant to just grasp things?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we are primates, right? So
I went to the beach, but it was like a very popular beach, I would say, other than like Cancun. If you guys ever saw the movie The Shawshank Redemption, highly recommend.
it's been a minute, but yes.
There's a line in the film where the main character would say to Morgan Freeman, like, where would he go after he escapes prison? I probably already spoiled the film, ruin it, whatever. But he said that I want to go to Zihuatanejo, and Morgan Freeman's like, Z what? And he said Zihuatanejo, it's a place with no memory. And I really think that was the case in this situation. We've been there for like 2.5 days, and it's just like I completely forgot about everything. I forgot about you guys. I'm sorry. I had no memory of anything.
Fine by me.
Before.
Maybe it's for the best.
It
Let's
was for the
start
best.
fresh.
It really was. I mean, that's where I got my tan and everything. My skin is peeling. I don't know what to do. I had to Google everything, like, because this has never happened to me.
I said the other night, do you have aloe vera?
Aloe.
Aloe vera?
Aloe vera.
Aloe vera? Aloe. I say aloe.
Yeah,
Just go to the store. If you have it, you literally you have to rub it like every few hours on it.
Yeah, no, I have a bottle of that and tissue paper next to my bed all the time. We good.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
I kid.
Oh my god.
But no, I went to Zihuatanejo. It's like a good mixture of like very touristy, but also local people, so it's not too crowded. Just it was so perfect. Just constantly hearing the waves and stuff. But the one thing I would say that sucked and my body did not get used to is just the humidity. Now I can stand the heat, but when a Mexican says it's hot out there.
It hot.
It's hot. Okay, I have been sweating, going to sleep and waking up, man. Like we were in bungalows. That was interesting. But the beach was literally right there. We could walk to it, and that's always the best thing. Just going out there and just taking the air and going into the waves and stuff. I was literally fighting for my life with these waves, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. My back is still sore. I got videos of that. The waves won, but I got an interesting thing that happened though too. That's actually crazy. So my cousins, they have a bungalow like across from us, and in there was my other cousins, my aunt and my grandma. They were all staying in the same bungalow, and we all said our goodnights, whatever. Go to sleep. Woke up, of course, sweaty, the humidity and stuff. I go over there and ask them if they want anything. We're going to the town, get any like groceries and stuff, and they literally said we did not sleep at all. And we're like, why? Like they weren't the ones sweating. I was the only one because I'm not native to this land. And I asked them why, and they said literally doorknobs were open, walls were being tapped, like your cousin who was sleeping like at the hallway near the entrance of the bungalow woke up in the middle of the night and just went to the other room because they were all spooked. Someone was in there, messing around or just whatever. And
Was it La Llorona?
No,
That's what I was about to ask. I
No.
literally was thinking that in my head. I was like,
literally.
but I was like, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. I can't say it.
No, you're good. But
I
no,
had that thought.
you guys would not guess what it is. Okay. Yes. Up to them, they said it was a ghost. They said
A
that.
raccoon.
Huh?
Wait,
Josh and
what
I
about
said
a
the same thing.
beef-coon? Head of beaver, rump of raccoon.
Chupacabra.
Oh my god.
That's an iCarly reference for those of y'all who didn't get it. Be ashamed. You should know.
This,
But that's beside the point.
this is
It was the wind.
No. Well, okay. Well, I was assuming like maybe you guys are just saying all this. Maybe it's just the wind, the waves and stuff. Because like again, we were close to the beach and stuff. But all of them said they had the same experience. They all did not go to sleep except for my grandma. They just were saying like very adamantly like, no, there's a ghost in here. Like we did not get any sleep. So it's like okay, whatever. Go to the beach the whole day.
Each. Let's go get it.
Right.
Say what they're gonna say. Me, find about like bad bitches like me. Hard to come by. I'm a Patron. Oh, sorry. Okay, go.
This podcast is like 45 minutes. I'm trying to rush this story. Okay. So we go out, have fun, and the sun starts to set. It gets dark. We go back, walking back to our bungalows, and we bump into the owner of this whole bungalows and stuff, who was taking care of us. And my cousin was come up to me like, hey, so we're having an issue with one of our bungalows. Like we cannot sleep. We just having these weird experiences. We think there's a ghost. And the guy literally knows like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. And then he mentioned the bungalow they were staying, and they were like, yeah, that's where we're at. She's like, okay. So we had many visitors in the past that had stayed in that bungalow and had similar experiences to you. Mainly this only occurs when there's only females in that bungalow. And they're like, "Why? What's the situation?" He literally said that there's 3 pirates that go into.
I already know where this is going.
3 pirates that go into that bungalow and just residual haunt that place because apparently back in the day that there was pirates would go into the coast and stuff, and legend has it that they lost gold on that island or on that beach. I'm sorry. And they're just constantly searching for it. But one of those pirates in particular likes to mess around with women.
Knew it.
Of course. Men suck. God.
Knew it.
Even ghost men. You'd think it'd finish after they're dead.
Right. Freaking just the toxicity in men is still alive and well.
So does horniness just continue when you're dead? Like, are you a ghost just wandering around like horny?
You would ask that
unable
question,
to do
Josh.
anything about it? Like, is that what that is? 'Cause that just seems like awfully strange to me.
So
Like,
I asked myself that too after that. I'm like, what? How how do they feel? Like, what is going on? And so we literally have like an inside joke. We literally said like, all right, make sure Jack Sparrow don't wake you up in the morning. Like you know. So, but that it only happened that one night. They were able to sleep the next night and stuff like that. But I thought that was pretty interesting that happened. Again, it didn't happen to us. But I remember my what was it? My mom was like, "Come with me," you know, to our bungalow. I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm gonna take a shower. I said, "Okay, take a shower." Like, no, I need you to come with me. It's like, what? You scared of Jack Sparrow? Like, you scared of Johnny Depp? Like, what's going on? Like, just like shut up and just come with me. It's like, okay, whatever. So I thought that was pretty funny that uh, she couldn't shower alone in her own bungalow without worrying of Jack Sparrow tapping on the doorknob, trying to reach in. And I was being stupid. Like, how is he going to open a doorknob if he has like a hook? Like that's why he's tapping, because he's trying to open the door. So I thought that was funny.
He don't have
But
to. He's a ghost. He can go through the door.
Yeah.
that's what I'm
There's
saying.
some plot holes in this story, but I'll let it
That's
slide.
that's
'cause
what
it's a ghost
like.
story.
I didn't completely believe
Um,
it. But it's like, if he's a ghost, if they're dead, he can literally just go through the door. Like, why does he got to tap? What's But
For
whatever.
all you know, the landlord's just being lazy and doesn't want to fix any problems in the cabin that happened. So like he's just making up this story to make you think it's normal.
Yeah.
When in reality, there's probably actually an issue.
Right.
They're not fixing it. But whatever,
Yeah, but it was
good story to tell.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun trip with the family and stuff. We all had a good time. It was an 8-hour drive. We had like a bus basically take us to and from there. Um, and yeah, it was such a good trip. There was no issues in Mexico. Got to the airport, got through TSA. No, I didn't get deported, Bree. Nor did my family. We made it safely.
I
to
didn't
the
ask about your
US.
family. I asked about you.
Yeah, we assumed your family was fine.
They're
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
They're good. However, this is where it gets the fun begins. Actually, we get back. It's already like 12 o'clock. We had like an hour delay on the plane because apparently it was like heavy rain in Texas. So we get there like 12:30. The situation in terms of cars, because you guys know where I live, parking is such a hassle that we decided to park at this place where my brother used to stay at these apartments, and the parking is free, whatever. So we go over there, and I told my parents we're just gonna drive my car, and we're gonna go to where I live, and you guys can stay in my room and everything. So got there. My roommate picks us up from the airport, takes us over there, and we literally start unloading our luggage and going to my car, and then start my car would not start. It
Oh,
would not start. I'm over here like, that's odd because I unlocked the door and like the interior lights on and everything. What's going on? And then when I told my dad and he opened the door, no interior light was on. And I'm like, please tell me the battery did not die. Please tell me the
It
battery
did.
did not die.
It did. Plot twist.
It died.
Spoiler alert.
So
Yep.
then I was like, because my brother was using my dad's truck. He left his keys to his roommate, who moved to another apartment right across from where he used to stay, and had to go knock on his door. It's like, hey, we're here. Can we borrow the keys? Can we have our keys? I mean, got the keys. I drove my dad's Chevy pickup truck. Kind of funny. Drive it over there next to my car, trying to jumpstart the car and everything. And still, it would not turn on. And it's already like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just
Oh,
like, this is
God.
just ridiculous. And of course, my mom, just impatient and just asking so many questions. And I'm like, Mom, I swear to God, I turned the lights off. Like, nothing was turned on. It just has not been driven for like 12 days straight. So anyway, I'm like, you know what? Screw this. We're just gonna go to my house, sleep it over, think about it the next day. Well, next day happens. My brother says, hey, so I'm at this new place. I need to get these important papers and have Mom sign it, and I need it notarized. And since you're with her, can you go ahead and do that for us? I'm like, you're really asking me at the wrong time right now because I'm worried about my car situation. So, I mean, I love you so much. Okay, I'll do it for you. So I go in. He sent me like an email of what I need to print out and copy and go to the notary at the bank. And turns out I'm low on ink. I'm
Damn.
low on ink, and then I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I was like, you know what? If it's not, if you can't read it, it's still like faded some, but I'm gonna use it, right? Got the paper, and he told me like word for word what I needed to do, and I did it. But because I was such in a rush, I was so stressed out with my car, I didn't read it completely. So this is my fault. Had my mom sign the thing in front of her notary. She was so nice. She said she wasn't able to do it, but we was able to squeeze in time. Got the thing. Said send it to the post office. We went to the post office. I told my brother, hey, so what's your address and stuff? And it's like, oh, it's on the thing that I sent you. I'm like, what do you mean it's on the paper you sent me? He said I had it on the address on the first section. And then I looked down and I realized that we literally signed my mom's information, which we shouldn't have. And we should have done it in this other section. So I completely messed up the whole notary. All right. I'm over here worrying about, like, I need to take my parents. They need to go back home. But we got to do this notary thing again. And also got worried about my car situation. So now I'm like, Jesus Christ. Parents are already, like, annoyed. I'm so annoyed because I want them to, like, not feel so stressed about this. But now they can see the tense and stress how I am, you know? So I go to Walmart, buy ink. $60, by the way, for freaking ink.
Yeah, no, ink's expensive.
Ink's expensive. Get the
Go to your
ink.
local library or steal from your workplace. Use
Ugh.
their printer.
I didn't want to think about my workplace. But I get the ink, rush over to my house, put the ink in the printer, print out new copies of the thing, make sure I got the right information that they need to sign and everything. Got that fixed. Go to notary. She's over here counting cash. She said, "Just give me like 5 or 10 minutes because they're understaffed." Great, just my day. Understaffed. I gotta wait. You know. So finally, she was so nice. Shout out to her. Got the notary thing signed and everything. Sent it over to my brother. Good. Now, time to fix my car. And I was like, all right, let's go straight to my car. You know what my mom says? My mom says, I'm hungry.
As moms do.
There it is.
She vicariously lived through you. She's like, all right, I'm stressed out too. I need a refuel. I gotta
And
eat something.
And I'm like, I really want you guys, like, I don't want to be mean, but you guys need to go home. You guys need to go home. You have a 4-hour trip to go back home. I want you guys to go now, beat rush hour. She's like, well, I can't on an empty stomach. You guys are stressing me out. Like, I need to eat. And I'm like, I was like, where do you want to eat, Mom? And she was like,
Tough it
Chick-fil-A.
out.
She was like, Chick-fil-A. I was like, all right, we'll do Chick-fil-A. You know, it's like, you have my card on saved and everything. Just go ahead, order on the app. So I did. Go to the curbside. I literally go to Chick-fil-A. They're closed for renovations. This is not Sunday. This was literally on a Wednesday Thursday. I'm sorry, when we came back. They're closed for renovations. Why wasn't I notified? So now I had to refund our money. I had to call somebody to refund our money. And then, you know what we did? At this point, I looked over, and there was a Burger King right there. I was like, that's where we're eating. I don't want to hear more from it.
A chicken fry would slap right now.
That's what
Don't
I had.
underestimate the power. That's the only thing you ever get at Burger King is a chicken fries.
I had
Am I
that.
right or am I right?
That's good. I had that, actually. That's actually pretty funny you said that, because I did have that. So, had Burger King, and, we were just, like, catching up. And, granted, I was the stress level was lower because I got the notary thing. But still, again, I was stressed about my car. I was like, all right, I didn't want to rush you guys to eat, but just hurry up. Because I need to get this car thing out the way because I got to work the next day. So, called AAA or did like a roadside thing on AAA because I remember like I'm a Premier member and we get a free battery installation and everything. So I did that. The guy was going to come in 81 minutes and we were literally just like sitting there in the parking lot just waiting for this guy. He calls me. He says he's here. The guy is so nice. Like I needed somebody nice because I was literally just going to punch anybody if they give me an attitude because I had such a day. The guy was like, yeah, man, it's your battery. He turned the car on. It's like, yeah, it's your battery. It's at 0%. I'm like, okay. So how much is the battery?
Well, ideally, it would be at 0% if your car's not turning on.
Yeah.
If it was at any other
Well,
percent.
it could have been like an alternator. It could have been any other thing. I just wanted the battery. I
was
just like,
like-
if it's just the battery, that's so good. So he was like, yeah, just the battery and everything. And the battery that I got is it's like a very unique one. So I'm like, do you have it? And he's like, yeah, I have 2. It's like, all right. How much for the battery? With everything, include battery and installation, $300. I'm like, okay.
Well, yeah, yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, well, I'm a Premier member. Like, I'm supposed to have a free battery for Premier members. And he's like, well, let me check that. Call somebody up at AAA, and they said, yeah, he's a Premier member. He's able to have a free battery and stuff. So I was like, great, you got a free battery. You just got to pay $50 in cash for installation. I'm like, dude, that's perfectly fine.
That's T right there.
Right. His name is Mo. Shout out to Mo, man. I love you, man. I still got his number. He said, call me whenever you got problems, man. I'm like, you bet I will, Mo. I got you saved.
But now it's like every time you have a problem, like, bro, like me and my girlfriend were fighting. Like, can you help me with that?
Right.
Call him up.
So I was like, he just only accepts cash or check. And I went to my mom. I was like, Mom, I just need $50. He's like, go ahead, take it. And he's like, all right, everything is situated, right? He's like, yeah, you guys can go ahead and go. You don't need to stay. You got a 4-hour trip. And, yeah, that was pretty much it. Shout out to Mo again. He got my car out. He gave him like high reviews and everything. So if you're in my area over here and you're able to get Mo, man, that's the dude to go. So shout out to Mo.
Shout out to Mo for getting Mauricio through the light at the end of the tunnel.
Not all
know what?
superhero wear capes.
Not all.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, no. This guy had a onesie. It's like a onesie, right?
Like a mechanic's
Mechanic.
uniform.
Yeah.
Mechanic uniform. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this almost a little
Not like a
bit.
Snuggie. Like, bro, I was like, it can't be like he's rolling up wearing his pajamas. Like,
No. He was the guy was fresh. The guy was really nice, really cool. So yeah, again, shout out to Mo.
good.
But yeah, that was pretty
And
much
you know
it.
what? Look, Mo might have been the light at the end of the tunnel for Mauricio, but for many of us, a candle is the light at the end of the tunnel. So, don't forget, go to 1521candleco.com and get yourself a candle from the 1521 Candle Co. See, Bree's trying not to laugh again because she knows that was smooth again. She's never expecting it. You never know when I'm going to strike with a 1521 Candle Co. ad. So, go to 1521candleco.com. That's 1521candleco.com and get yourself a candle. They're really strong candles. Smell up your whole house or apartment. Wood wicks, the crackle.
Go burn
It's
a
a
wick.
fantastic thing. What?
I said go burn a wick.
I don't understand.
A candle wick. Just burn a.
Go burn John Wick? Oh, okay.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Go burn a wick today. Get a candle from the 1521 Candle Co. That's 1521candleco.com. And we're back. Just do that now every time after the ad break.
You can just imagine like the listener, what is it, the video viewer, they were just like, it's so jarring.
I know they get
It's
startled.
like, hey, are you still, it's like Netflix, are you still watching? It's like, are you still listening?
Are you there?
Are you still
Are you-
listening?
Listening
Hello?
to the
Hello?
ad?
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
From the other side.
guys.
Wait, we need to
Hello?
make merch and it needs to say hello on it. But like
Guys.
just with Bree's face.
Yeah,
Hello.
it's her silhouette and then like a speech bubble that says hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
a good one.
hello, but with a U. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, you're right. Maybe an OH at the end to make it like an
Yeah.
O. Like, because there's an implied like O. Like,
Oh.
Hello.
Or a W.
Hello.
Dot.
that.
Hello.
Guys.
Dot dot dot. Yeah.
Guys.
Guys.
Dot.
Guys.
Nicole.
Hello.
Well, Mauricio, I'm really glad you had a great time in Mexico overall. I know coming back was stressful, but I'm glad your trip was fun and you had good stories to tell.
Thank you. Like I said, I told him like I already missed them. I already have like my vacation blues. Like I do kind of feel a little sad that I'm not able to see them for a good while. But I promised to them like I'll try to do like every year, because like I said, I really enjoyed my time down there and just to see my people again, see the culture and everything. Because it's like many people don't get time to do that. So highly recommend if your family's from another country, just go visit your country of origin, man. Like definitely changes your perspective on things.
Definitely. I want to do that sometime soon again too.
Yeah.
Back to
same.
Bolivia. For
Good being
sure.
With you. How fun would that be, Nicole?
Oh
You and
gosh.
me rocking it out.
Well, here's the thing. Bolivia is literally a hidden wonder of the world. I truly believe. It just sucks that when I went there, I was like 13 or 12. So when the first time I went there, I was like, angry preteen going through like hormonal like changes and all that. So I just wasn't interested in anything. So I was like, just like family, okay. Rolls eyes is like, why is there so many people here? Like where we're staying. But I think later on I realized how much I was actually missing. Like there's a lot of places that they offered us to go to, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't feel like it because I don't feel like going out. Which I really want to go back and, slap myself for saying that. But no, like I think Bolivia is really, I would like to go to Bolivia and film there, because like I said, it really is like a hidden wonder of the world. You got like this, what is it, the Salt Lands, Salar de Uyuni, you got, what is it, you got mountains, you got like hidden valleys and all that. We got big ass lakes as well. So, and also the party scene there, magnificent.
That's how I was like, Nicole and I would like hit up like the club. I feel like you and I would have a lot of fun. Not saying that the rest of y'all wouldn't.
I forgot to mention, I went to Mexico while it was Cinco de Mayo, so your boy had
he lived the dream.
Let's just say I was a wedding crasher and went down the beach.
Oh,
So you left that part out of the podcast?
that's
it's talking about pirate ghosts instead of crashing a wedding.
But the thing is, like, I don't remember that. I don't remember I don't remember what happened.
That would
That's the
explain
thing.
it.
Got it.
Because
Okay.
what's interesting is, though, like, again, it was a white wedding. It was a white couple that was, we were just like, I was already drinks in, like, congratulations, oh my God. Like, they were surprised that I speak perfect English. I'm like, I'm not from here, but, I'm from, And then, like, I guess because they, the workers saw my complexion, they thought I was part of so I just went in, and just like did not know nobody there. I asked for like, what's the best tequila you got, and they said they got this kind. I was giving them brands, but they were like, some of them were American, so they didn't have that. I'm like, you know what? I'm in Mexico. Let me try something new, something I didn't try before. Give me that. Give me 2 of those. And they don't do interesting. Margaritas is not even known, like not popular in Mexico. That's actually pretty interesting. I guess did not know about that. So I was kind of surprised by that. So
Doesn't
it's like,
change the fact that I wouldn't ask for one.
I know. I'm like, they just want to go straight to the alcohol. I'm like, all right, well, just give me 2 shots of this, and yeah, we had a good time.
God.
I remember I posted on Instagram. It was like someone posted something about like Cinco de Mayo, or like it's not Cinco de Mayo yet, but who wants to take shots? And I'm like, you know what? Let me tag people on this.
Shots.
I think I tagged Bree, but she ignored it. I'm like, damn it, Bree. I could have FaceTimed you.
I don't remember that.
She doesn't remember what she eats this morning.
When did you tag me?
Pull receipts.
For all you know, he secretly took your phone and tagged you for you or something like that. Like he probably secretly. God. That made no sense, but you know what I mean. He stole Nicole's phone and liked the post.
That's what I still don't know how he did that. Like that's what I'm like. I literally like stare at my ceiling at night. I was like, how in the hell did he do that?
So that was the post that I did, and that was.
You added me in that too.
And Bree just liked it. God damn it, Bree. What happens after you drink after a while? You get a little emotional. So I'm like, you know what? I'm in my feels. I miss you guys. Let me just go ahead and.
That's a woman thing. That's not a men thing, though.
Okay, so.
Okay, I think that's just a stereotype, Nicole. I feel like men can have emotions too.
Yes.
Oh, no. That came out wrong.
Okay.
Being misogynistic.
Hashtag Nicole's
the
Ken.
opposite.
Nicole's a misogynist.
That's
going to be the title of this episode.
No, it's
a misogynist.
No, it's Mauricio. Is he alive? That's what should be at this point. No, like, I mean, yes, granted, yeah, guys, they have every right to. I'm an advocate for, like, guys, like, feel your emotions and all. I just think
Nicole, you don't need to save yourself. You don't need
and
there's
just
no
saying
fixing
in
this.
this case, Mauricio, I don't believe Mauricio one bit when he says that. This man's literally 24/7. I was like, no.
You haven't seen him drunk.
That is true. I don't think I've seen you guys.
I was emotional.
Drunk.
I think Bree saw me emotional one time. I was like, "Oh, this is so embarrassing." But I'm sorry, Bree.
Man was emotional when playing video games. when you were at my house, what was that one you were saying? That one game you played literally from start to finish, and you say, "Oh, it's such an emotional
Ico?
game."
No, the other one.
The last
It's not
one,
Ico.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
he was like, Like that at the end and beginning.
Sniffling.
And there was no
Fake
tear
sniffling.
though. There was no tear.
No tears left to cry.
There you go.
Oh, that's an Ariana Grande song. I'm wearing her shirt. I'm wearing a Stevie shirt.
Oh yeah.
Why aren't
we
you
got-
wearing a Taylor Swift shirt?
I have a hoodie. I have a Taylor Swift hoodie.
Let's see.
You guys want to see it? I
Yes.
spent
It's-
You're
$5
about to
on
get
this hoodie.
canceled by the Swifties.
I literally.
That's the
I
si-
know.
But I don't want to
Swiftie
be involved with the
Nation.
Swifty Nation.
I just cleaned the hoodie today.
I
It's
don't
so
want to
cute,
be
though.
involved in the Swifty
Wait.
Nation. No, I don't want to be associated.
That's like the same price as my sombrero, bro. My sombrero was 500 pesos. No, that's $30.
Okay, so
Okay.
what is going on? I come back here all excited to share
We're talking about you.
my.
He's talking
There you
about
are.
his sombrero. Wait, did you
you
get?
guys-
Wait, hold up. Before you show, well, show it actually, Josh. Yeah, show it
Spoiler.
first.
Okay, so I got this. Okay, so visual listeners, you can see this, but I'm sorry, Spotify, but Taylor Swift the Eras tour on the front.
Is it green, that hoodie, like a lime green?
No, it's like a tan,
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
but
I
it
like that.
probably looks green kind of with my lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had black hoodies, and I think it's like a off white. And then on the back it has like her. I'm sorry, my headphones are getting tangled up. Okay. and then-
Oh, okay. I can see why that was $75 then.
Yeah, it was a
It
lot,
looks
but
good
then
quality
like,
too.
it is nice. It's like it does feel nice. Very expensive, but what do you expect from like the official Taylor Swift merch?
Heck yeah.
But okay, for listeners, if it wasn't clear, I went to the Eras tour this past weekend and I bought merch. But then Nathan, I got him a T-shirt. T-shirts were $45 a piece.
What?
Seriously,
At that point,
Seriously.
I'm like, I might as well get a hoodie.
I know, but Nathan paid for his T-shirt, but like, I'm just the one who went up to the stand and like got them. But like, he paid for his T-shirt, but like,
Did they accept Claire now?
he was like $45. I was like, yeah, well, did you not see the price on the wall? Like, it's right there. Like, you asked for it. Like, you could.
Is there a payment plan?
Yeah.
You got Klarna?
Seriously, I was
Yeah,
about to be
Klarna.
like,
Cleared
yeah,
up.
I know. Literally, it was like ridiculous, but it's fine. It's
Got
good.
paid 4
Nice
payments
hoodie,
later.
so-
Like, what the heck? 75 and $45? Yeesh.
Yeah.
We in inflation.
But I was
guys.
like, I'll at least wear. But most hoodies tend to go for that. Like a nice hoodie will be like $75. So I was like, okay, this isn't too ridiculous, but a T-shirt should be like $20. Like,
Yeah,
but
at
those
most.
T-shirts were kind of thick too. So I think because they're like thicker, that's why they're that much. But whatever.
What was the
But yeah.
cheapest thing there?
I don't even remember. Like I like literally was so stressed out trying to go up to this merch tent because I got up to like the merch stand because like my sister was one who wanted to go initially, and then like Nathan also was kind of like a Swiftie. I'm like a half Swiftie. I was like, I'll go with y'all. It'll be fun. Well, because like I wasn't like as like into like Taylor Swift, but I've now like been converted. Does that make sense? Like
Yes.
I was.
You finally get it.
I get it. Like I get it now because I was like trying to prep for like I knew actually a lot more of her music than I like thought I did just because when I was listening through a lot of her discography or whatever like over the past few like month or two I was like oh like I actually know a lot of these like I knew the words but it was like some of her newer stuff that I wasn't as familiar with so I got familiar no but like I like her she has like really great music it was just like I just never thought I would be going to one of her concerts if that makes sense. So then I was there and it was like crazy but like I'm going up to this merch stand and like stressed out because then Nathan's like pointing at something as if there's something wrong and I'm like what I'm like at the stand like giving my life savings away to like this man in front of me like I don't know what to tell you like I'm sorry like I'm just getting whatever because he was like if they don't have this shirt just get me like this or like if they don't have this whatever okay they didn't have the original shirt he wanted so I got a different color. So I was like, okay, they at least have a shirt. And then I got a hoodie for possibly in case he didn't want the shirt and he wanted the hoodie. And I was like, I'll just take the shirt. Whatever. Whole thing, I was stressed out about this. But I was like, give my life savings away. I get out of there and he's like, oh no, I just wanted you to look at that guy who was really hot. And I was like, oh my God. Like you were like standing at the side of like the merch tent, like pointing as if there was an issue. Like get me this instead or something. Bruh. He was like, no, it's okay. I took a picture. I'll show you. I was like, okay, so you didn't have to point. Like, you didn't have to point.
I can see.
You didn't have to
I can see
point.
him do this.
Yeah, that's probably what
Literally.
happened. I'm like, why did you have to make it this big deal? Like, I'm stressed out. But he didn't know I was stressed out. But I was like, yeah, I was stressed out. And you just made me more stressed
Josh,
out.
you get stressed out over everything.
Everything.
I do. But
Everything.
like, they were very efficient at this merch tent. But I was like, oh my God, I got to get my card out in time. Like, blah, blah, whole thing. I got to be quick about it. what if it's like $3,000? I don't want to spend that kind of money because what if they're trying to charge? You know what I mean? Like I was worried. Like I wasn't sure like what was gonna happen. So
I have a genuine question for everyone in this
uh-oh.
room. Like, do you
No.
guys love big crowds? Because
They give me anxiety. but
I might say
yeah.
something very, I don't know, it's not controversial, but like I love big crowds. Like I love being literally surrounded by it, and the idea of like me being lost within that doesn't bother me compared to other people. I was having this conversation with my friend who has really like severe social anxiety, in which I totally get. I think it just depends on the situation, but like for me, I don't know. I just find it's not comforting, but it's like I don't mind it. Like I find it very fun being in a crowd, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
It is fun. I like being in large crowd stuff. I do get anxiety, but I think it's more stems from America's very unsafe place when it comes to being in like large crowded places. So that's where my
That's what
anxiety
I was
comes
gonna
from.
say.
It's thinking
Same.
something's gonna go wrong. And like I don't want to make this podcast like super sad, but I'm just gonna be honest. Like I hate it here. But like because of that, like I have the anxiety, but I do like being around people and like being off their energy. Like when you're there with like 70,000 of your closest friends screaming love story at the top of your lungs, like that's fun. I just don't like the thought that like I'm gonna be shot while I'm sitting in this seat, like trying to enjoy my night. So there's that.
And it's practically normal to
anxiety.
think of that as
Yeah.
well, because it's like, unfortunately, that's like a thing we have to think about now, especially living
Yeah.
in this country, especially with like all these changes that's happening right now. Like, for God's sake, look what's going on in Florida right now with that whole was a bill that they just passed.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like it's small stuff like that can makes you, I don't know what's the right word, but it's like it's, I guess like your anxiety is like you don't know who to trust anymore, or like or who's like always going to be right next to you. For all I care, like God forbid, it's like someone who can cause like harm in a crowd, or it can be someone who can literally like racially profile you at this point. So like I get where that's coming from, but I think maybe just for me, it just depends on the situation. It is, but I would agree. It's not safe anywhere anymore.
I mean,
But it was
even
fun. I
not
had
thinking
fun.
about that, I was just thinking about like Disney crowds, and I just hate all the people there.
Okay, you see, like that's
different
People-
though.
that's
people
different.
who
Yeah.
don't know how to walk, who don't know where to
yeah.
walk, who walk
That's a
slowly,
different
who stop in the
experience.
middle of the. Yeah.
Okay, like
Because a
like
concert's a collective crowd experience. Disney is everyone's trying to do different things, and that so
Yeah.
there's like a meshing there. Like you're trying to go here, they're trying to go there, and it's like at a concert you're just all sitting there like trying to vibe with the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Yeah.
what the difference.
And you're like staying in one place when you're at the concert. You're just literally watching the performer. But with Disney, you're moving around, waiting in crowds, lines. Then you get to the actual thing that you're waiting for. Fun for like 30 seconds or so, and then you're back to like, all right, we got to squeeze through this group. Thing is like all the way over there, you know.
It's because people don't walk fast. That's what gets me. And it was even like when I was like, even at the Taylor concert, I was like, oh my God, can these people like move? Like, I get it. There's all these people and nobody's walking all on the one side or the other side. So like, there's all this cross, but like, walk like you got somewhere to be. Like, I don't understand why you're just meandering your way down this hallway. Like, I'm zipping in
pro.
between people when I can. Like, I don't understand why people can't just move.
I'm a pro at
Whatever.
power walking. Power walking's like literally my specialty. No, is that Brie like nailed on the head. What is it, Disney? Like for me, I didn't mind those big crowds when I went to Disney. I think it was more the issue like there'd always be a family that would just like stop in the middle of nowhere because some kid's crying that they like spilled their popcorn, dropped their lollipop or something, and it's like okay, like I can see that, like that annoyed me a little bit. But just bringing back there's a lot of
No,
ungrateful
I stand
kids.
by- when I say this, you should not. I was a kid. I was one of those kids that was brought to Disney, and I don't think you should bring your kids to Disney.
I
But that's
totally
what
agree.
I was saying the
I
entire
agree.
time I was in Disney last time.
Yeah,
like,
these
why
kids
are
are
kids
not-
bring your
allowed?
kids to Disney
Yep.
because it's not,
They're not gonna-
friendly to kids. Like
They're not going to remember
experience.
anything. They're not
But
going
like
to
also,
friendly.
but like also
Like-
too, those kids are they're only gonna have energy for like 2 hours before they want to sit down and just like call it a day. That's
like
what
Disney is a workout. Disney is not a relaxing vacation. Disney's you get up at 5 a.m. so you can get to a ride in time, and you go to bed at midnight because you gotta like catch a show here, and then you have to go eat food. Like Disney is not a relaxing vacation like they want to make it seem like it is. It's actually more stressful probably than it's worth. But like you know,
You got to
whatever.
plan it right, though. You
Yeah,
got to
you gotta
plan it
plan
right.
yeah.
it. But that's the thing is like the planning is just so intensive that it's like almost like a chore Just
And
like,
things
oh
are
my
always
God.
changing.
And it's worse when you do
Yes.
it when families are doing that, because like the families don't know how to plan that, because how can you predict like how a kid's gonna act throughout the day? You know, it's just like
Yeah,
I'm
so
telling
just
you,
don't bring your kids.
so many kids. How many like, when we got into like so many rides, they're just literally sleeping on the parents. Just like they're not gonna remember this. Is like, why are you even in line? And I know there's probably gonna be people who probably listening to this right now. It's like, oh, they just wanna bring like make happy memories. I totally get that, but it's like, if your kid is kicking and screaming in line, like this one kid when I was on Space Mountain, literally yelling bloody murder, I think that kid does not want to be in that line, so take him out. But nah, the mom was just grabbing that. She was literally dragging that little mofo, and I'm like, okay. I was like, that if I was that kid's mother, I would have like gone out of line, because that kid was like, oh my
Nah.
God, it's like a banshee, man.
I can understand where that mother was coming from, because she's like, I paid all this money.
That's true too.
I am riding Space Mountain.
Space
I don't care.
You're gonna like it.
You're gonna like it, you little shit.
Here's my petition. This is my petition for Disney to be 21 plus.
Or do
I
hours
think
or days for 21 plus only.
Disney should be 21 plus. That would be so lit. For Disney just to be like open for adults.
Right.
Like, can you imagine? Like,
I would
I don't
recommend.
even know. Like Donald Duck's brothel, like over on the side.
But, like,
Yes.
Look,
And then you got like.
I
don't
would
know.
recommend like they have like a daycare, so like when they could just drop their kids off somewhere to be watched over while every adult can go like, all right, now it's less crowds, everything is able to flow
No
correctly.
strollers.
No strollers.
Blocking
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
path.
The sea of strollers.
Oh my God.
They got
And
parking
they're the
lots just
slowest
for
vehicle.
strollers.
Girl, you're on wheels. Move
Just for
faster.
strollers.
Like,
Yep.
it's literally on wheels. Like, move.
Put it
Like,
on reverse, tear.
Yeah, they're literally strapped in. The kid is strapped in. You can move quicker. Like, if you hit something, they're gonna just hit the seatbelt. They're not gonna flop
When
out.
I was there, I was like, they really should have stroller lanes, like, so that they can just stay in the stroller, because they just stop in the middle. 'Cause they
of
also
the
don't know where they're
Literally.
going. They stop in the middle of the passageway and they cause traffic, right? And you're like, why is nobody moving right now? It's because there's a freaking family in the middle of the passageway. Like, move. Just don't do it.
That's a clippable moment right there. That right there. Move. Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
literally. Mauricio has planned a game for us today. Explain the game, Mauricio, and we're gonna hop in and play the game. and
Okay.
See if we know each other.
So this game is based on Two Truths and a Lie, and also the Jimmy Fallon True Confessions segment that he has. And basically, what it is that each participant has, well, in the show they had two envelopes. Both of those envelopes is a truth and a lie, and the guests or people would tell them to pick whatever envelope they should pick. They read it with a straight poker face, and they say what they've written on there, and then we have to guess: is he telling are they telling the truth or are they telling a lie? So we have to, after they read their thing that they wrote down, we have like a minute total to discuss amongst each other, interrogate the person to know more about it, and just judging by how they respond to each of our questions and their body language, we can determine if someone's telling the truth or a lie. So
Okay.
that's the game.
All right. Who's going first, Mauricio?
Can I go first?
All right,
Nicole,
Nicole's first.
I go
Ladies.
first.
Bree asked Siri to flip a coin.
That's too much.
Should I write mine down?
Flip a coin.
I'll write them down really quick.
It's heads.
Head,
So,
so number
one.
one.
Number one? Okay. Okay. I was once stuck in a bathroom at a miniature golf course.
Timer starts. You were once stuck in a bathroom
Okay.
with the what?
I was once stuck in a bathroom at a miniature golf course.
And were you stuck in the stall or like just outside of the stall?
I was stuck. So the bathroom in this case was just like only a one person bathroom. So it wasn't a stall. It was literally just like a one bathroom. So it was like a one bathroom stall for like women. And then like there was a door to women and there was a door to men, if that makes sense. It was just like one toilet.
Oh, okay. How old were you?
I was, oh goodness. I was probably like 10 or 11. I was on vacation with family, I think.
Took you a while to respond, Dad.
Oh well.
Mm,
And she stuttered on answering the first question.
yeah.
I've also decided I'm not writing mine down. This is just a lot of work.
Right.
So.
What did you
Yeah.
do? Like,
Um,
what did you do to? I guess.
So I just literally had
Handle
to go.
situation.
I literally just had to go to the bathroom, and then right after I washed my hands and all that, I was trying to go out the door, and the door was not budging, and I just
so the door closed behind you and locked you in.
well, I locked it. That's the thing, because it was only like one bathroom.
Oh, it's a single stall.
Yeah, it
that's
was a
right.
single stall. Yeah, so I
When
locked,
you locked it and it wouldn't unlock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's time. So now we have to discuss amongst each other. Is she telling the truth? I don't know.
It's a pretty solid story.
There were moments
It's
in there
something
where
that's
she
believable.
hesitated. There were moments in there that she
Yeah.
hesitated.
There were moments, yeah.
So one stall
that-
bathroom. I didn't ask like where does she go? Like what facility only has one bathroom like that where it's able to lock people in that
Yeah, because
manner?
maybe this happened not at a mini golf course, but somewhere else. Like this, she could have been locked in a bathroom, but it could have happened like anywhere, and she adjusted the story to match something else.
True.
Like she could have pulled on real experiences, so that way it seemed more convincing. But then she actually
Okay.
was lying. I don't know. I mean, a mini golf course of all things, though, to make up a story with a mini golf course, I feel like something happened at a mini golf course.
Yeah, I could ask her why did she go to the mini golf course. She screams something. She's somebody that doesn't go to mini golf courses in general. I don't think she. Ever
I
told
said
us-
I was there with family. All right, we were at the beach, and there was a mini
That's
golf
very
course.
defensive. That's
yeah.
Very defensive.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry.
I know my answer to this. I know my answer.
Okay.
Wait,
I
wait,
had
wait,
I
already-
also
wait,
feel like Nicole's really deceptive, though.
I
Well,
think it's false.
What is it, Bree? Does Bree want to say anything in this one? Because I know she was cut off at one point.
I don't know what I said. What?
Again, this is
God.
Bree. They can't remember. She has a mind. She has a brain of a fish. She gets like 3 seconds of memory
It's a
and she
goldfish.
forgets.
I'm a goldfish. Yeah.
Fish.
No, I was just saying that you could be deceptive sometimes. You know, you could. Be, but I don't know
I
if
say
you
it's
are
false.
now. I don't know. I feel like it's true.
I'm saying false.
Going back on what I said,
My gut was saying false. I'm gonna go for it.
I'm going false.
I'm
false.
gonna
So-
go false.
Tree.
Wait,
so Bree
so
said
wait.
true.
Is it? Are we a jury? Like, do we all have to decide on an answer, or are
No,
we doing?
no, it's just basically like-
individual.
Just individually. If you think it's
Yeah.
true, you just say true. If you think it's false, it's
We
false.
see who gets it right.
And we see who gets it right. All right, I say false. Bree says true, unless she changes her mind,
Yeah.
and so did
Yeah.
Josh.
I guess I'll stick to my guns.
Okay, Nicole,
But
what's the answer? But
Wait, no,
Wait,
wait, before you say
Bree,
anything. I'm
God
gonna,
damn it, Bree!
I'm gonna go with my gut because originally I said that she was being deceptive. So I'm gonna say false. And I didn't want to go false at first because I was overthinking it. I was like, no, then I'm falling into temptation and
Pressure.
listening to the men. Yeah, peer pressure.
so Bree,
So we're all agreeing it's false. Is that what we're
I
saying?
agree. I say it's false. I'm standing by it right now.
Wow.
False.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, Nick, I'm gonna go true.
No, you
Oh my
can't change.
God,
You can't
damn it,
change your
Bree.
answer.
Literally, Bree.
You can't.
God.
She can't change her
You have
answer.
to choose.
Okay. I'll go
Oh my
false.
God.
Pick the 3, my lord.
Big number 3, my lord.
Okay.
Wait, so are you all saying it's false?
I say false. Bree, final answer.
I feel like we're wrong.
Okay,
but
so
Just
true
say
then.
it.
I can't change
Bree,
it.
why
Okay,
did you
false.
agree with us?
False. False. I don't know.
Jesus
Stop
Christ.
getting mad at me. Stop getting mad
10
at me.
minutes.
Stop getting mad at me. I'm being attacked.
Okay,
All right,
Nicole.
so you guys lock it in right now. Y'all saying it's false.
false.
Yes.
Yeah.
False. False.
Yes.
So it is true, actually.
I told
It
you.
is
I
actually
told you. I told you. I told
It
you it
is
should have
true.
been true.
It is
I
the
told
truth.
you.
Oh my
I
God.
have
I told
quick
you.
context of the story. So
Yeah,
it
go ahead.
literally it happened at a miniature golf course. We finished like of the 18 holes or whatever many holes it's had. I had to go to the bathroom really, really bad because I was 10 or 11, so I was still like, my bladder was tiny. So I went to the bathroom because I was like, I'm gonna go pee really quick because everyone was getting ready to leave because we were about to go to dinner. I was like, all right, let me just go and use the bathroom. So literally after I finished, it's funny because when I walked in as well, the door was like having trouble like closing. So I like literally shoved it closed. I was like, okay, that's weird. And I made sure to lock the door because I was just paranoid. So after I washed my hands, I go over to the door, I unlock it and I try, yanking it. I was like, oh shit. And I was literally like doing that. And I, the first thing I said, I was like, hello? I was literally screaming. And then so keep in mind, I don't have a phone, no nothing, because I'm like literally a young kid at this
But
point.
you felt like you got abandoned.
Yeah, because I was like,
Well,
I'm going really quickly. So I'm like, so then I started walking, like pacing in circles in the bathroom. It's like, what am I gonna say? It's like, how did I get stuck in here? Because I know my parents, growing up Hispanic, to be like, how the hell did you get stuck in a bathroom? I was like, all right, I gotta come up with an excuse now, not me thinking about how in the hell I'm gonna get out. Because I was literally knocking and screaming, but no one would hear me. And then I think my uncle came over and he's like, Nicole, you're taking a while. And then I think I was trying to hold back tears a little bit. So I told us like the door's not opening. So the fact that he actually had to go to get the employee and the employee was like, can you like unlock it, like try it again? And then I heard her, she's like, all right, get the fire department. Like, what are her coworkers? At the end of the day, I actually ended up unlocking it. I just wasn't turning it fully, but still it was like not budging at first. And so and I remember walking out like nothing happened and all that, and I was like embarrassed because like I'm literally was like I was like stuck in that for like a good 30 minutes. I'm not kidding you not.
At least you were stuck in there alone and not with somebody else.
Yeah, so that was true. Do I say my false one?
You can say your fault. Just
What
just
was
for
the other
fun.
one?
So
What was your lie?
my false one was I met Akon in an airport.
Oh, good. Definitely false. I was
Met
You met a
what?
what in airport?
I met Akon in an airport. You know Akon?
convict
Oh, the rapper.
music.
no, no.
Okay.
Guys, we've had this. I don't follow. Okay.
I see
Yeah.
you whining and grinding.
Well, that you never know.
I didn't.
Maybe
So I didn't meet him. So apparently my sister saw him supposedly. But I was like, how do you know what Akon looks like? But yeah, that was my truth and a lie. Ha, I got you, guy.
Heck yeah.
That was good though.
That was good. That was,
That was
good.
good.
You definitely showed your Lady Gaga with poker face on. That was actually pretty good.
Poker face. Poker face.
Ball, 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 ball. All right, who want
You
to go
guys know?
next?
You guys remember what movie that song was in? That everyone remembers?
No,
The Percy Jackson movie.
Of course,
when
yeah.
they're in the Lotus.
Not gonna
Oh
know.
yeah, when they're in the
Do you guys
casino.
remember that moment? It's so vivid. I mean, yeah, the movies weren't great, but just anyway, I just wanted to bring it up. Anyway, who's next?
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
I mean, yeah.
Yo, these two.
Josh.
All right, 1 or 2.
Since Nicole picked, I'll do 2. Since Nicole did 1,
Number 2, me
Two.
lord.
Yeah.
I'll do 2.
Number 2, me
Two?
lord.
Number 2, your favorite.
Okay. I met. Oh
Nicole
my god!
got it.
I'm about to go.
Nicole,
That's
Nicole
good.
got my joke.
That's good.
Wait, what?
That's good.
I liked
Oh,
it.
my favorite.
Poop. Poop. Poop.
I didn't even pick up on that.
Nice, Free.
No, 2's
nice.
not my favorite number, but man.
That's when you know who's the good listener of the group.
Hey, I got a smirk.
I met Michelle Obama.
False. All right, next person.
Oh, I know. Nope. I know that's true. Actually, because
Wait,
I know
okay,
Josh.
wait. I got into it. Hold on, let me start the clock. Go. All right.
Oh,
More.
yeah, there is supposed to be time.
Wait,
More-
dude.
more
So
details.
when did
Oh,
when did you
true.
meet her? When did you meet her exactly?
I met her when I was in 4th grade.
What year?
What year was 4th
2000
grade? I think that was 2008.
Why you
2008.
struggling? Why you struggling?
Because I'm gay and I can't do math. Like,
Oh my god. 2008 makes sense though because that
what?
was
I was 9
presidential
2008. I was
election.
born in 1999. Add 1 to the year. That's how old I was.
Okay.
Most of that
Oh my
year.
gosh, I do that too.
Yeah, we were born in the same year, Brie. It's the same. Like, of course we did.
Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Math.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What was this for? Why? How'd you meet her? Was it an event? Did you meet her like in a place?
Yes,
where
it was an event.
What event?
My dad was deployed. He's in the military. He was deployed for several months, and when he returned from his deployment, Michelle Obama came to the event and actually spoke like to the sailors who returned, and then I got to shake her hand later.
Oh, so you actually like shook hands with her?
Yes, I shook hands. She touched my hand.
You
As
took
a
a
picture?
fourth
Watched the
grader,
Senate.
did you even know how to do that in 4th grade?
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's asking the real
Wait,
questions.
what do you mean? Like what I know?
Did you know how to
shake a
shake
hand?
hands?
Yeah, I'm not a.
Was your dad
dumbass.
with you?
Yes.
Is there?
He
is
was
there,
by your side
Yes.
when
he
you
was
met
there. He was right
Michelle
behind me.
Obama.
Is
Was
this-
your sister
yeah.
with you?
Yes, my sister was next to me.
Is there photo evidence of this?
How young is your
There
sister?
is actually photo evidence. I could
How
dig it
young?
up.
How young is your sister?
My sister's 2 years younger than me.
He's struggling.
He can't do. He
she
can't
was
do.
alive.
He
So
can't
if I
do
was
math.
like 9, if I was 9 in 4th grade, she was 7.
Hmm.
97.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct. 9 minus 2 is 7. She would have been 7.
Okay, well that's
And where was
time.
this?
Ah,
This was
okay.
in
that last question. Yeah.
Norfolk, Virginia.
Alaska.
Oh,
What? Yeah.
Was Barack with her or no?
well, it's fine. It's,
No, he was not.
well,
Sounds
well now we have
sus.
to now we
Barack
have
would
to guess.
never leave
Now we have
his
to
woman.
guess. Yeah, that's the
Oh.
thing. Sasha and Malia also goes. They're a tag along too.
I don't.
They probably
know if they
weren't
were there. I
born.
can't remember.
Oh wait, no, they were
They
alive.
were.
They were definitely born, but all right.
Yeah,
I think they're the
Yeah,
same
they're
age.
kids
as
now.
I
well.
have
but
my
it's-
vote.
You
I
said
think
true.
I think it's true. That sounds pretty legit.
I'm gonna go true too. I feel like
All right.
Because I know Michelle
Yeah, I
Obama did a
already-
lot of that earlier in her days.
yeah, she did like she was mainly like advocated too, along with like she did like healthy eating and stuff like that, like vegetables into more schools and stuff. So yeah, I remember that whole campaign too. So I'm saying true.
School lunches. Rip.
And Bree,
But
say true.
I say true, but I gave it away because you've told me this story.
Damn it,
before, I'm
Bree.
pretty sure.
See, I couldn't remember if I told.
So,
Yes, it's true, guys.
yeah.
I
Okay.
did
Yeah.
Michelle Obama 4th grade, but I wasn't
You
sure
showed
if
me
I
the
told
evidence.
Bree before. You should
Yeah.
have just been quiet.
And Josh,
Bree's really
Seen,
bad at playing at
Josh.
games. You know that.
I don't
I
have,
have
a
a
poker
picture.
face
There's a picture somewhere. Hold on.
Is this you with, like
Oh,
long
because
hair?
I
or,
want to
like-
be right all the time. So I just like
Remember, Bree, the sweetheart. That's a problem.
I need to see how 4th grade Josh.
No,
looks
it's not.
like.
Oh
Yes,
my
it is.
God. It's gonna be a while probably till I find this.
Okay, so while we're waiting, Josh, what was your other one?
Oh, my lie.
Oh, true.
Your lie.
My lie was I fell down a friend's stairs during their birthday party when I was in kindergarten and broke my knee.
Very specific.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
Josh is very good at like specific stuff.
So I twisted my hip.
Yeah, you
I
broke your
twisted-
knee of
yeah.
all things.
I shifted my pelvis
Right?
9 degrees to the left.
Why was it have to be the knee though? That's
Right.
what I want to
Well,
know.
because that happened to me, but I broke my collarbone.
Oh, okay, that's
So
worse.
you
it's
switched?
based. It's based in
Ah.
yeah.
Mm.
So I had a story, like I could answer.
That
your
would have been
story.
good. That would have been good.
Yeah, I know. I was really kind of disappointed in you guys.
Damn.
But the Michelle Obama's a good story, so
We love Michelle though.
she's kind of an icon, though.
Yes.
Icon.
I literally where is this? I literally have this.
All right,
photo
while
somewhere.
he's looking for that, Bree,
Yeah.
do your. You said
right.
one or
One or
two. I say dos again.
You say 2?
Dos. Yeah.
I say 2.
Dos.
2. 2. I say
Two,
2.
two.
It's fine with me.
Dos.
We love number 2 in this house.
Heck yeah, baby.
Don't steal her joke.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, I know, but I
So
did.
you guys chose the one that I didn't want
So.
you to choose because now you're gonna think that I'm lying, but I'll tell it anyway. Okay.
Keep it.
Because Josh's
age
story was
appropriate.
similar to mine. No, Josh's story was similar to mine because, okay,
All right.
so when I was in the 1st grade, I went to the hospital for, this is kind of a story, went to the hospital for an asthma attack. As I was leaving, I broke my wrist.
Starting now.
And I had to
What
go
was
Okay.
what was the name of the hospital?
I just want to say this aloud. This has to be true because this is only the kind of bad luck that happened to Bree. I just want to say this right now. That-
what was the name of the
Mauricio.
hospital? I don't remember. I was in 1st grade and it was somewhere in West Virginia.
He said straight up, what was the name? Wait, how did you wait, was it like did you slip on some ice? Was it like
It
during
wasn't
the winter?
ice. It was like a puddle of water. There was like a leak.
Oh god.
A leak from the ceiling.
Was there a wet floor sign available or seen?
There
scene.
was.
yes.
I think. Yeah.
You
There
think?
was.
Did this happen inside
But they didn't have a
or
bucket,
out?
but they had a
Okay.
sign.
Okay, I'm about to say
Yeah.
they're very bright yellow, Bree. You really could see them from a distance.
I
so.
was like, how old are 1st graders?
You had eyesight at that point.
like
you could see
8,
clearly.
like no, like 6 or 7.
You were 6.
Yes,
or
I
7,
did
yeah.
have eyesight, but I think I had glasses at the time. That was like when
That's when you
I
knew
think
you
that was
needed
before
glasses.
I got my glasses actually, because I got my glasses too in 1st grade.
Okay.
So
Who were you with? Were you with both your mom and dad? Or with who?
just my mom, stay-at-home mom. My dad was always on travel at the time.
Now, did you like? How did the wrist break? Was it like a trip and fall kind of situation?
I slipped and fell back, and my wrist went like, and I didn't really notice it at the time. So like we went all the way home, and I was
What?
complaining to my mom that my wrist was hurting a lot, and so like she would just kind of, this is nothing against you, mother, but she just kind of cast it to the side for a little bit. Both of my parents did for like a couple days, and then they finally took me back, and they were like, "Oh, you have a hairline fracture."
Wait, was it a day or you said a few hours? Like, do you know? Like, did
No,
you
it was like a couple days before I went back and realized.
So you're able to move your wrist a little bit and kind of go
I don't remember. I just remember it.
This is
It was
so
hurting.
specific.
very specific. All right, well, time
Like-
is up already. Time is up already. So now we have to discuss and like interrogate. Well, we already.
Yeah,
interrogated.
I remember.
I think it's false because what threw me off is when she said that like her mom's like, oh yeah, leave it to the side. Like her mom's not like that. Her mom's literally like if something happened, like she'd be like, oh, we have to go like right away. So
And she's young too.
yeah.
Wait, you're right. You're right.
her
That's a good
mom.
catch, Nicole, 'cause
That's what I'm
Bree's mom-
saying.
she's gonna be so mad we're talking about her. No, but her mom is kind of like very on top of things.
Yeah,
And
very
you're like-
protective. Just like she senses something's wrong.
and she would have like made sure it was handled. So I think
I think it's false because
you're
of,
right. That's a good because see, I was see my intuition was gonna say true because that's just the kind of
I'm a
terrible thing that would happen
detective.
to Bree. But I think that one detail there kind of gives it up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
But maybe Bree's mom was different at the time.
it sounds so
Maybe Bree's
bad.
mom
It
changed.
sounds so bad.
Maybe Bree's mom like hated Bree then and now loves her and is protective. Sorry, today I know that's not true. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Bree was a
I know
close-
she's gonna listen to this. She's gonna be like, "What are you saying?"
Don't disrespect Mrs. Kabasa.
I was not. Okay, first of all, it was a
I'm
joke.
not gonna say anything.
I mean, so we all say.
Got that smirk.
I say false too. I think there was some in there. There was some plot holes in that story. One, she couldn't remember the name of the hospital. That's kind of sus.
But
in my book.
Do you
How
remember
do
the
you-
hospital? I don't even.
Do you know the hospital you were born in, dog?
I do, but whatever. That's another story.
We know the
Okay.
asthma attack's probably true though.
Asthma attack, but also,
Because
you said you had glasses before this happened.
No, I said I did not have glasses.
You
before
did
this
not, so
happened.
she
this-
got glasses the same year. She said she
Okay.
got glasses in first grade, which is the same year as this happened.
Correct.
I say
Needs glasses,
false.
just doesn't trip and fall and break her wrist again.
I say false.
You guys are false. Should I just go true? That way somebody's right. No, or wrong.
Go with your gut. I think it's false. I don't.
I think
My
it-
gut was true initially, but that one detail is sus.
It's up to you
okay, I
guys.
can say true, and you go false, Josh.
I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna just go with true because that's where my gut was originally going.
Okay, I'm gonna go false.
It's false.
But it won't surprise me if it's false.
So false, me, false, Nicole, true,
False.
Josh. Bree, what's your answer?
It is technically false.
Technically,
Technically false.
Man,
So
I can't get anything
the
right.
little detail that you guys picked up on my mom not picking it up for a couple days was actually true. That was true.
that was what I was sus on.
Bree's mom.
No, that was true.
Yeah, but I was like, that's the one where it's like,
But the real story is, I didn't break my arm in the hospital. I did have an asthma attack that put me in a hospital, but they're different scenarios. I actually broke my arm in the first grade, or broke my wrist in the first grade by falling off the monkey bars and falling back on my wrist like that.
That's kind of.
And I was complaining about it for a couple days to my parents,
Wait, how did you?
and
on the-
they were
how'd
just
you-
like, I landed like this.
So
Like I didn't have the grip strength, I guess, and I just like fell back and like fell in the mulch like that, like.
Oh,
trying
so
to,
it didn't
you know,
like
break
oh,
my
she's
fall
close.
with my wrist, with my hand.
It didn't like bend or anything like that, right? It just.
No, I mean it was bent like this.
Oh, okay. I see.
It was
now.
bent like
I mean,
this,
yeah, if you were
'cause I
like
fell
impact
back.
and all that, yeah.
Yeah, like I used my hand to break my fall.
I see.
Anyway, but yeah, and I told my parents about it. They ignored me for like a couple of days. They were like,
Damn.
and then they finally took me to the hospital, and they were like, "Oh crap! Like, It's actually broken.
We're
I had to
we're
get it
bad
patched and
parents.
everything.
Social services.
That's literally what they thought. That's
We're
literally what they
bad
thought.
parents.
Anyway,
Child Protective Services.
I thought it was
No.
funny that
Before Mauricio goes, wait, right? Is it
Yeah,
Mauricio's
I'm the
one?
last
But what
one.
was her
I did
truth?
find.
Yeah,
I
what
was-
found the evidence.
Found the
my
evidence. Let's see.
truth.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, which one do you want to hear first?
Go. You do
No,
your
go
truth.
Bree,
yeah.
go Bree.
Truth.
Oh, my truth was that my science teacher in the 7th grade had beef with Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I want to hear that story, but I don't know if we have time for that.
Yeah, that's
I
another
know.
pod.
Okay, save that.
It was in my Instagram archive. That's where this photo was.
Okay.
Because I posted it a long time ago. But
Oh damn! Yeah, it
You
really is
hugged-
Michelle Obama.
You hugged her.
Josh,
Wait,
your
that-
so that,
face
and then
is
my
really
sister
close
was
to
like
her
right.
boob.
Wait, is that her hand?
That's her hand, and that's my
What?
sister, and she's like reaching out to like
He really goes
pat my
back.
sister's head or something, or like,
That's a big
Say hello.
hand. Wait,
oh my god,
no, zoom in.
It's
Zoom in.
just. I think it's just perspective, Mauricio.
Yo,
Oh my god.
I don't think there's anything to worry about.
The
Yeah.
way he's like, that's a big hand.
Like what? It's just perspective. Anyway, and then the men in suits right behind her are obviously Secret Service. Like, it's like
Oh
a
yeah,
suit.
that was.
Sorry, I
I
can't
love-
even-
Now I can't see nothing but the hand now because of
Oh
Mauricio's
my
comment.
god. Okay. Now, okay. Anyway, but yeah, so I met Michelle Obama.
like
That's
that.
the proof.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
all right. Now, mine. One or two, guys.
Let's mix it up. Let's go one. We've been doing two for too long.
We
Yeah,
did
yeah.
1-1 and 2-2s.
One,
We need to bring
So-
balance.
one,
We say one.
one.
Yeah.
One.
You know, like the
Okay.
grill.
Uno.
All right, here we go. I once got a gun pulled out on me while I was late for school. Starting now.
I was not expecting you would have. Oh my god. Okay, time starting now.
What color was the gun? What
yeah,
color was
wait,
the gun?
Who pulled out the gun?
Yeah, who?
On you?
Yeah.
Pulled out my gun was my neighbor
Why?
What grade?
because I was
What
late.
would they have thought you were doing?
I was okay. So my neighbor thought that I was a robber breaking into my parents' home, and it was raining, so they could. I guess they couldn't see because they were kind of old, and they pulled a gun on me.
How
As
old
I
were
was
you?
Yeah,
I
what
was
grade?
in high school. High school. This was 2013, so
Were the neighbors white?
they were white.
Okay.
They're white.
He has told me about his racist neighbors.
Wait, so that's a really
Were
dark
your
turn for
neighbors
this.
racist?
What time of day was it?
That's yeah. Wait.
They
Well, it's school in the morning, so it had to be morning.
yeah. It was definitely. It was like
So it had
What
to be
type
light
of gun
out.
was it? What type of gun was it?
it was literally like I don't know that one. I think it might have been a revolver. I think it was not like a big gun. It was just like a yeah. I just remember it was just raining. I looked over. It was like raining really hard. And I looked over and I just heard freeze, and the gun pulled. Was
Who
pulled.
says that? Freeze.
White people. Like,
Stop resisting.
hello.
That's what they said.
Yeah, like guys.
Were your parents home?
My parents were not home. No,
Was your brother home?
no, he was in college. Yes,
Where was your dog?
Wait, what grade was this?
this was high school. This was want to say 10th, 11th. That's when I had my license. I think no 10th grade. Yeah. Boom.
Where was
time's
your
up.
dog? You didn't answer my dog.
Okay, I'll
question.
answer that one. My dog.
Hahuma.
He. No, I
That's-
I didn't have Hahuma. It was my other dog, White Fang. He was watching me the whole time as I was breaking in and didn't notice.
As you were breaking in.
As I was breaking into my own home. Yes.
This.
Is time up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
time's been up.
I
feel
think
like,
it's this is false. I think this is false. I don't personally for me. I don't think I understand the neighbors, but like I don't think they probably pointed a gun at him. It was probably something else. Because I feel like if your neighbors already knew you were there, like, come on, like, are they really gonna pull out a gun on? I don't know. That's just something
Yeah,
down
they
at.
could have pulled anything. My
It could have been
intuition
a
was to say
broom.
true though,
But
they
why
wouldn't
would
have
your
said like
neighbors
freeze with
care?
like a broom. Yeah.
But why would your neighbors care if
That's what. Yeah,
Robert, if they were racist, if someone was breaking into your parents' home?
that's also true. Yeah, I I don't think that's. And also too, I feel like Mauricio's the type of person who's like, he would not. He would go like to the neighbors for, well, not maybe those neighbors, but maybe the other neighbors, or call people first, say, "Hey, is there any extra spare keys to get into the house?" before he starts doing that. And I feel like he wouldn't do that.
It was his
But he was
only
just leaving for
own parents'
school.
house. Yeah.
Oh, that's
But he
true.
was just leaving for school. Like it wasn't like he was trying to get
Wait,
in.
but he said he was leaving for school, and then I asked where his dog was, and he said that his dog was watching as he was trying to break in.
Okay, that's false. That's false.
Oh,
That's false.
So it's false.
That's false.
So the story. Oh, am I terrible at this game? I'm so not observant. This is bad.
Let's see. What show's funny?
Here's the thing. I know that Mauricio.
I wanted to say true at first.
false.
But with that,
yeah.
I just want to say false.
I know
'cause you
Mauricio
said you
grew
were
up
trying to
in like
break in after saying you were
southern
leaving.
areas, so I get that, but I don't. He would have told the story already. Honestly, there's so many other stories that he told us. I'm like,
Yeah. Why
He
would
has
have
not told
this
us a
one?
lot, though.
yeah,
He always has a story.
no, I don't think. I think
Okay.
it's false, just because I would have
gonna
known
go with
this.
false,
I'm gonna
then.
go with false.
You guys,
I
I'm gonna
wanted to
regret
say
this.
true at first, but for the reasons previously stated,
So-
Just go with your gut.
I'm going to say false.
Yeah, go with your gut, Brie.
I say
False?
it's false.
All three of you say false.
My original gut was true, but I'm going to say false.
Yeah, no, my gut was true
So
too, but
what's
now
your like false? We all agree.
I'm
false.
locking mine in
False
as false.
because of
False.
what you said, and if this is actually true, then you're a terrible storyteller. I'm just saying that right
you have
now.
to be consistent.
Yeah.
You're making me feel guilty either way.
All right.
Okay, what is it, boy?
It's true.
I knew it. You're a terrible storyteller.
No, I gotta
I
specify.
shouldn't have
Damn.
listened
gotta
to y'all 'cause
specify.
I didn't even.
I gotta specify. Okay, so we have a gated fence, so we let our dogs loose all the time. The other neighbors, they have gated fence as well, but their driveway is completely open. We're the only ones in the neighborhood that has like gates, so we let them just run around freely in the yard. So, this was in the yearbook. Okay, so I was basically late for first. What was it? First period? Yeah, first period. And my teacher asked me why I was late, and I gave him the whole story. And she was also the yearbook editor, and so it's on the yearbook. I'll show you the picture. I got the Drake haircut and everything. It's so
The fact she's like, this is story worthy. Like, we're putting this traumatizing like story in the yearbook.
right. No,
Yeah,
I would.
what?
Yeah, I would probably. I'm gonna tell my mom to take a picture of it. I will show you guys. 100% true. So what happened was I got my license, and I didn't have to worry about going to the school bus and anything. I was like, I can just wake up whenever I want, and then kind of, took a little nap. It was a little bit, kind of late. So I was like, all right, let me just go in real quick, get in the shower, change, whatever, go out my door. I already locked the door, and I realized as I walk into my car, oh crap, I don't have my keys. Everything was locked up. So the only door that wasn't locked was the basement door, but going into the house was locked. So the only solution that I had was a ladder. And I used to snuck out of my house. Sorry, Mom. I used to snuck out of my house, and the window the screws were somewhat loose. They're not like tight. So I was able to get a ladder and a screwdriver, and it was raining. So I already had a hoodie on, so I literally had put my hoodie over my head, and I go.
These are details
And I-
that like.
I know,
I
but like
couldn't
the thing is like the only thing like will mess it up is like we only have like a minute to interrogate. But I've been doing 2 minutes because a minute has been going by fast.
But but then that makes sense why you're saying the dog,
Yeah,
saw
watched you
you because you
barking.
tried to go
But,
back inside. But I didn't think to
mhm.
ask. I didn't really catch like that to think to ask. Oh, were you going back inside after? Did you get locked out and then you had to like? I
Yeah.
thought they saw you leaving the house and thought you had broken in previously.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
thought too.
I got the ladder, unscrewed the window, and as I was getting the last window, I heard someone said freeze, and I turned around and he literally had a gun pointed at me and stuff, and I was just like, no, it's me. I took my hoodie off and everything, and he immediately recognized me, And then he's like, "Oh crap, I'll call the cops." And then seconds later, or sometime shortly, I just heard the sirens come, and the police officer literally jumped over my yard, and another gun was pulled out at me, and I had to show them my license to show like this is my house, I live here, and stuff. And then basically he watched me break into my house, and at that point I didn't want to go to school, but because I was still a minor, he said, "I'm going to escort you to school." So I had a police escort to school.
Can I ask? Wait, did
Never
did
told
your
us
neighbor ever like defend it, like helped you defend you, or he just like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm back and going back to my house. I don't care
No,
about.
he defended me. At first,
Okay.
he was kind of scared because he was pointing a gun at a minor, you know.
Mm.
So he was there at the police, and he was telling everything about the police. Like, no, I thought he had like a hoodie on, and everything. Like this is
Oh my god. Just because they have a hoodie on.
yeah. So, but yeah,
This makes me mad. We're ending the podcast with me mad, and that's not.
true.
Yeah.
Welcome to growing up Hispanic boys
In America.
in America.
I promise you, I'll send you the picture of it and everything. It's
I need to see
100%
that.
true.
I just want to
100%
know.
true.
I just want to know the teacher's like,
I-
oh my god, it's the story. What
I
is
am-
the end of the yearbook?
I am wearing but I'm wearing the exact same clothes. Like I'm wearing a black hoodie that had like our school logo and the jeans. I ripped my jeans. I forgot to say that. I ripped my jeans because they were kind of tight, because that was the thing back in the day, was tight jeans. So
Skinny jeans on. I mean, skinny jeans on.
skinny jeans.
My god.
That is wild. I never thought in a million
That's
years.
the best story. Terrible
Whoa.
story, but
And then my false was that I have a third nipple.
You stole that from me.
I literally had that, but I didn't want to say anything.
wait, but I would have been second guessing myself. Like, wait, have I seen Mauricio shirtless? Like, do I know?
Yeah.
Like, I would have started thinking all the times that I could have possibly seen you shirtless, and then it would have just been like, I don't think I have, and then I would have second guessed myself. There too.
It's a third nipple.
I have a third nipple. I couldn't think of anything, so I was like, I have third nipple.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man. Well, those are good stories, guys.
Wow.
That was fun.
Thanks, besties, for listening to this episode of Sip It or Zip It, the podcast where we talk about random things and sip drinks. And you never know what's going to happen. If you'd like to follow the podcast on social media, you can do so on Instagram and TikTok at sipit.zipit. Be sure to follow us and like that vertical content we're posting because, we want likes, we want engagement, we want to feel something for once. And you can follow us on Twitter for other fun stuff at sipit.zipit. And if you'd like to watch us speak instead of just listening to us speak, you can subscribe to us on YouTube at Sip It or Zip It Podcast. I think that's all. Nope, there's one more. And if you want to email us hate mail, you can do so at sipit.zipit@gmail.com. And I think that's all of them. Whew. All right, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, besties.
Bye, besties.
Bye, besties.
Bye, besties.